Morning, everyone. Yeah, last night was fun. We enjoyed ourselves. It was a late one. It was, yeah, we had a bit to drink as well, didn't we? It probably didn't help. So yeah, feeling a little bit groggy this morning, but that's not too bad. It's tolerable. And we're off shortly to some outdoor thermal baths, which we're hoping will make us feel much better anyway. We'll grab some breakfast on the way. And then, yeah, we're not quite sure what we're doing this afternoon. I think Hannah wants to do some, like a Segway tour type thing, which could be fun. I've not done one of those before. It'll be an experience. And then again, maybe this evening we might head back out to...
I think we're doing dinner somewhere.
Yeah.
Hannah wants to do a nice restaurant and then possibly back to a different room, but we just need to be mindful because our flight is at 10ish or 11 tomorrow.
It's about 11, isn't it? Yeah.
And we all thought that we got up at the right time this morning.
We didn't.
But we didn't change our
our watches properly. No.
So my brain's not with it. Yeah.
So we'll see how the day goes. We'll keep you posted. We've got lots of things planned, but we really only have one full day to see what Budapest has to offer. So stay tuned, see what we get up to, and hopefully we'll show you some things along the way.
So it's a little bit wet outside, but fortunately for us, Hannah stumbled across this breakfast place last night, and it's just across the road from my Airbnb, so we thought we'd stop here and get some food. Here's hoping it tastes good.
Okay, so we're inside now, and unbeknown to us, this is clearly the breakfast buffet for the hotel suite that was above the restaurant, but actually it's quite nice inside, well decorated, quite comfortable, quite clean, quite modern, and we're looking forward to having something to eat. So let's have a look at the menu and see what is on offer for us today. Now at this point we've had to mute the audio for a few minutes because Stephen decided to have a conversation with Hannah about how he discovered he was lactose intolerant whilst I was filming the menu. But we do love a menu shot, and we do love to show people what is on offer whenever we have something to eat. So feel free to have a look at these different options that were available. If you want to have a pause, as always, do that as well. As you can see, quite an eclectic menu. Let's see how we actually got on with it.
Right, what you got, Hannah?
This is American toast.
Okay.
We have hazelnuts, or they're peanuts, berries, bananas, and some sort of cream.
Oh, that's
I'm
quite
not
nice
sure
though.
what these are.
Is that like chocolate?
They're edible.
It looks like chocolate.
Yeah, I'm not sure though. It's nice.
It's nice. What about
Coconut.
you, Stevie B?
I went for pulled duck. I'm guessing that's the duck.
I think so, yeah.
This is... It smells of like pickles. Or
Yeah, it looks a bit like sauerkraut, but maybe red cabbage, I don't know.
Yeah, I kind of have a bit of food envy. I have to
Do you?
admit, yeah, than everyone else. Sure, it will taste nice.
I hope so. I've gone for...
That's delicious.
I've gone for a croque madame. I didn't realise it had an egg on the top. I was going to ask for an egg on the side and I forgot. And I'm glad I didn't now because it's got an egg on it. But it's basically like cheese and ham in a toasty with some stuff on the top, which is quite tasty. And then like Max is camera shy, so he won't come on, but he's got a full English type thing.
And that looks delicious.
That does look quite nice.
The bacon
actually.
looks good as well.
Yeah. Cool. All right, we're going to tuck in. Enjoy.
One empty plate, 2 empty plates, 3 empty plates, not an empty plate. I don't know how to be polite about this, so I'm not going to. It was weird. It had blueberries on it, peanuts on it, this sauerkraut thing, duck, bread. What was advertised was not coconut, ginger. What was advertised? Yep, that too. What was advertised was not what I got. It is a monstrosity breakfast. It was. Yeah, it's a no from me. Not a bon appetit. So after the disappointment that was breakfast, well for me anyway, we're now outside in the pouring rain. But our Uber is on the way, should hopefully be here shortly, and we'll soon be in the thermal baths getting wet, but for the right reasons. So this is a really good system here. So if you buy your tickets online ahead of time, You literally go in this door here where the blue railings are, and you go up to the counters and you simply collect your wristbands for your day. If you've not bought ahead, then you actually use this line here where you go in and you pay, but the queue is typically longer, and then for anyone leaving you just go through the middle door. So very simple. Okay, so I'm now outside. Everyone is still indoors getting changed, but whilst I'm here I'll just show you this really quickly, whilst I fumbled to put it on anyway. So they have these outside towel rails that you can hang your towels on, so you don't need to leave them on one of the sun loungers whilst you're in the pool, which is very helpful. And as you can see from this towel rail here, it's actually got a canopy over it to stop them getting wet, which is ideal on today because it is raining. And I've decided to wear water shoes today, so I don't need to take my shoes off and leave them on the side here like everyone else has done, but I don't suspect it would be a problem because I don't think anyone is going to go around stealing each other's shoes, not on purpose anyway. Right, but too much talking. I'm literally going to get in here because I'm freezing cold now, and this is really nice on my feet. Oh my god, this is so nice. It's so nice and warm. I'm hoping the camera is doing this justice because this is like really great surroundings, and it's not as small as it looks, but I'm really getting some dodgy looks from people with holding a camera in my hands in their faces, but hey ho, capture the moment and all that.
We are in the thermal baths,
Yeah,
getting all wet.
yeah. It's not just the water here; it's the water from up there as well.
Yeah, if you can see, it's raining.
But it's nice and warm, so I don't feel cold. I just feel a little bit wet.
And it's loads of fun as well.
It's lots of fun.
There's like so many people in here.
Yeah. There's like this little whirlpool thing in the middle, which is like going around really fast at the moment. Like everyone's like in there laughing and giggling at that. And then there's like sorry, I got water in my eye.
Yeah.
There's like a little jacuzzi thing in the centre as well, where people are just chilling out. But yeah, generally speaking,
We'll spin around so you can have a look.
I'm going to try not to float away because there is a little bit of current as well.
But look how impressive the backdrop is. It's like so cool.
No idea what they're singing about. Anyway,
So we're going to get back to splashing around and having some fun.
yeah.
And we catch you guys later.
See you later.
Bye bye.
Yeah, the beer in there.
Oh, it is freezing here. We've just got out of the thermal pool outside, which means we've had to walk in the open air in the rain, and it's not particularly warm today. So
Yeah, I've had to cover my nipples up.
It's very cold.
Very.
yeah, it is very cold indeed. But anyway, we're going to head inside and see what some of the indoor spas are like. Try and warm up a little bit, and then I guess we're back with you guys soon.
Au revoir. Now, obviously, I can't take you down these steps, but they do have an area where you do not need to wear a swimsuit. Obviously, you cannot film in there, and I'm not going to go in there myself. But for anyone who's interested, this place caters for everyone. So we've now come inside just to see what it's like. First impressions are it's like really crowded, really noisy, quite small as well. Guys have just gone and dipped in the pool. You might be able to see them bobbing up and down somewhere behind. So I'm going to go and join them now.
Neither am I.
Smile. So I take back what I said. When you're actually in the pool, it looks a lot bigger and it does feel bigger and it isn't as crowded. So these are the current prices. One person, 47 euros, two people, 78 euros for 45 minutes. Bubbles and bathtubs.
It's very cool cream, isn't it? Like Hannah's look, right? What do you think?
You could probably do 5 or 6 of these.
Luke is going to demonstrate.
I'm going to try and demonstrate how to pour a pint of beer from a completely wrong angle now.
Such a novel experience. You're doing a good job there though. Not as bad as my try earlier. Oh, and he's left the keg on again.
That's some catch here.
Yeah, we good?
There you go. I think that's too bad.
Well done, you.
Cool.
This is actually a really unique experience. And look, there is. We've got these doors that we can shut if we wanted to. Hannah, do you want to shut the door? So there you go, you can shut the world out now. And look, there's a nice green glow.
It's very like Borg mothership, right? Borg cube.
Borg cube. And the lights behind are
Beer bottles.
beer bottles.
Yeah.
And then this is our fill up station. And it's unlimited as well for as long as you're in here, and the bubbles are big enough to fit 2 people.
The bubbles or the bathtubs?
The bathtubs. Back to drinking, I think.
Yeah. What's happening, guys? So we've just got out of our beer spa session. 45 minutes in the bathtub with bubbles and some kind of minerals, some malt and some salt and some hops. They put in that for us. Unlimited beer, which we definitely took advantage of.
Oh, it was so good, so good.
Yeah, this bit.
He can't pour a beer.
I can't pour beer. I'm not good with the head.
He did try though, to be fair. In fact, we all tried. But no, it was good fun. Went way too quickly, but really enjoyable. We're glad we spent the extra money upgrading on that. But for now, we're going to jump outside and go back in one of the outdoor pools again before we head back to the apartment.
And we did book the
Segways.
Segways, yeah. So we'll be doing that. So that can go wrong in many ways.
Anyway, we'll see you guys soon.
Bye. So as part of our ticket admission, we actually decided to upgrade and get the cabin, which is really useful because, as you can see from this one here, it's a space where you can hang your stuff, relatively decent size, but it just means that you're comfortable enough that actually your stuff is secure and safe.
Yeah.
So to open them is really, really simple. So you have this wristband here, and you get pre-designated a cabin, and literally all you do is click it, green light, and
Yeah.
you open it.
Which basically means that all your stuff that you've just basically scattered everywhere in here is safe and sound while you are relaxing in the spa.
But yeah, definitely recommend you to do this when you come here.
Yep.
But now it's time for us to make ourselves half decent and head back to the
Head back to the apartment, yeah.
Okay, so we're all done with the spa, and we've had a really fantastic afternoon. But as you can see, we're now heading on to our next adventure. And I'm really pleased that although it's still looking a bit grey, the rain has stopped, because for the rest of the evening, we're going to be doing something outdoors. I'm kind of nervous, but let's see how we get on.
Exciting. We are segwaying.
I'm just going to say, right, I am terrified. I have no idea what's coming up. I'm going to try and enjoy it, but look at this thing on my head. Okay, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, here goes nothing.
There goes Luke. You can go. How is it? And we're off.
So we have arrived at Buda Castle, and for those of you who are familiar with Budapest, it's actually two separate cities. You've got Pest on one side of the river, which is quite flat, and then you've got Buda on the other side, which is really hilly. And we've arrived here at just the right point in time. As you can see, the sun is setting, so we're going to have a little wander around the castle and find ourselves a nice little spot to watch it set. Now, I just wanted to point out this green statue that you can see in the middle here is quite important, but we're going to come back and tell you why the name of this statue means so much to us in just a few minutes. In the meantime, let's enjoy the sunset.
Another Stephen the Great.
So who is this, Stephen?
This is Stephen the Great.
Stephen the Great, not, yeah.
Oh, St. Stephen. No, Stephen the King.
King Stephen, right? The first king of Hungary.
Yeah.
Your namesake.
Yeah.
Uh,
Couldn't have picked any better name if you ask me.
of course not. You got Hannah?
Hot chocolate cream with Smarties, I think.
Smarties.
Mmm.
Oh,
But it's
that's all right.
freezing, so
It's freezing.
up here.
Oh yeah. Okay. I thought you meant the hot
Warm me
chocolate
up.
was freezing. That'd be weird. How is it?
Oh my god, that is one of the best hot chocolates I've probably ever had. Try
Really?
some. Yeah, try
I
some of that.
can't.
Do you want to try some?
I'm alright. I'll take your word for it.
Oh my god, that's insane. It's like melted galaxy chocolate.
Is it?
Oh,
It looks
bit hot.
amazing. Okay, so 20 minutes later and the sun has now set, so it's about time that we headed back down the hill to the Pest side of the city, ready for our evening engagements. We're going to head out and grab some dinner. We were going to go out to the ruined bars, but we've had a conversation, and the decision we've just come to is that it's probably a bit risky to do that because we've got a flight fairly early tomorrow morning. But anyway, enjoy the scenery as we go back down the hill towards the other side of the city. Okay, so we're just walking down the Pest side of the River Danube now to see one more thing, and that's an incredibly moving sculpture that comprises of 60 pairs of period-appropriate footwear commemorating the Holocaust. And during the war, Jews that had been selected for extermination were lined up here on the banks of the river and ordered to take off their shoes before being shot by a firing squad. And as many as 20,000 Jews are thought to have lost their lives here. And we're both really moved by this and glad that we've taken the time to stop by.
So we're out again. We did our Segway, which was incredible.
Fantastic. I was terrified at first, but actually, by the end of it, loved it.
Really
so much fun.
Great fun.
Yep.
Definitely recommend it. We are converts, but we're virgins no more, which are good.
Yeah.
So we're now on our way for a brisk walk for dinner. Going for a steakhouse.
Yeah.
So we will see you in a minute.
So we've arrived at Beerstro Steakhouse, looking forward to something nice and tasty for dinner. And Stephen's really happy because the menu, as you're about to see, has pictures.
Well, you can have a bit separately, I think. You might like the sauce.
I think it's all kind of look this, but so for us two, can we please get this here?
Yes, with the butter or...
A bottle, please, for the two of us to share.
How many glass you need?
Just two for us, and then you guys have something. Wow. Say hello, Hannah.
I feel like I'm going to go home. I'm so full.
Alright, so starters have arrived. Stephen has gone for this crab cake type thing, which looks quite tasty, although I don't particularly like crabs. Now, when in Hungary, you've got to have some goulash, so I've had a goulash soup as my starter. And for our mains, I've gone for a rump steak, medium rare, because I like mine quite juicy. Stephen has gone for a ribeye steak with peppercorn sauce, and because he doesn't like Jews, he's made the cardinal sin of asking for it cremated. And on the side, we've gone for this potato dish, which they described as potato gratin. And I guess that's kind of what it was, but it's almost like they then cut it up and deep fried it and then cut it in half again, which is a bit strange, but actually it's completely and utterly delicious. And I'm really glad that we opted for it. Price-wise, so this is our bill. Now this looks kind of horrific, but the exchange rate is just shy of 500 florins to a pound. So this worked out around about £47 each, which isn't too bad for starters, mains, and drinks.
So we're back. Oh God, we are so tired. Like
I'm exhausted.
Knackered.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a busy day, but it's been kind of fun. So we went to the thermal spas. That was really great to kind of chill out, bob around in some water outside first of all, and then inside as well. We had a fantastic time at the beer spa,
which was really spontaneous.
Yeah,
and this is what I love about going away with Max and Hannah. Like Hannah and I enable each other. We're very spontaneous. So
yeah,
like the
that's true.
guys went in there weren't particularly like kind of convinced on the prices, but me and Hannah was like, yeah, let's just do it.
Yeah,
and it worked out to be, what was it, 20?
No, it's about 30, just under £30 per person.
Yeah,
I think. Yeah,
but that was for 45 minutes.
Yeah,
45 minutes and a limited beer, and it was like placed strategically between the two bathing units that we was in. So
bathing units. You mean bathtubs, right?
That's the one. Yeah.
Bathing units.
Bathing.
That's
well, because,
brilliant. Yeah. Oh.
So yeah, it was really, really great fun.
Yeah, and then we had after that we came back, we chilled out for a little bit, and then went on a Segway tour.
So you were really nervous about that.
I was terrified, absolutely petrified of this thing, because I had no idea how I was going to stay on it.
So again, this was another Hannah-ism, because she wanted to do it when we went to Berlin for Christmas last year, but because I had had surgery, I wasn't able to actually get the helmet on, so we didn't do that. But this was really good because it had been raining for a good part of today, but when we actually went to the Segway and the sun came out. So, and also as well, not only was we doing something new because none of us had done Segwaying before, but we also got to hit a load of landmarks as well. So not only was we doing something new, but we was also seeing all the landmarks, which is something you have to do when you come to any city. But obviously back to what Luke was saying about his nervousness.
Yeah, I was scared. But I think actually once I kind of
Mastered it,
got myself into it, realised actually it's just like a joystick. So you lean forward to go faster, you lean backwards to go slower, and you lean left and right to kind of see yourself from one side to the other. Actually, it wasn't too bad.
But it was really good because before we set off, he actually said to us, have any of you done this before? How comfortable do you feel? He took us to a spot where there weren't too many people around, so we could, and it was reasonably flat as well, so we could do a bit of practicing on it. And it's really funny because the people that you thought would be like really good at it weren't so much, and the people that you thought weren't going to be rubbish were actually quite good. And actually, you know, you have to have a good core to do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really, really, really good, and definitely something we're going to do again, right? So
I think so. Yeah.
We found out that they also, that this company actually kind of does it all around Europe, and they gave us a discount for when we next do it. And the next place we can probably do it is Barcelona. So after the cruise, we actually, the end port is Barcelona. Luke and I are staying there for a couple of days, so that might be cool. I mean, it was literally £38 per person.
Yeah,
so,
it wasn't too expensive.
And it was like an hour and a half, and there was a maximum of 8 people. We were 4, and there was 2 other people with us. So yeah, it was kind of the perfect activity, perfect amount of time. Tour guide Yusuf was really knowledgeable as well. Had good pace, really interactive with us, so that was cool.
Yeah, absolutely. And then after that, we
came back here again.
Yeah, came back for a few minutes.
Freshened
had
up.
a quick freshen up. Yeah, I think that's a good way of putting it. And then we headed out for dinner at a kind of steak restaurant just down the road. That was nice. Yeah, very, very nice. Actually, quite affordable. So I think in the end it cost us about UK
£48 each.
Yeah, about £48 each with a 2-course meal and service and drinks as well. So I think that's quite reasonable, to be fair.
Yeah, so we had a bottle of wine between us. Max had 2 beers. Hannah had a beer and a cocktail.
Yeah.
We obviously had the steaks each.
Yeah.
Starters, and myself, Luke and Max also decided to get an extra side, which was way too much.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah.
Slightly overcated, but actually, you know, really affordable, really good value, absolutely delicious food. We've put some footage of that in the video, so hopefully you got to see what we had to eat.
So Hannah found it, or Max found it, one of them found it. 5-star reviews. Service in there was great. They weren't intrusive. They were there when you actually needed something, which was really helpful.
Yeah.
The ambience was really nice as well, and the place was lovely. So we'll put the link to it in the description below if you fancy it. But obviously, if you love your meat, you're not going to go wrong. The good thing was, though, is that the menu wasn't too extensive, so that just goes to show that the ingredients were really fresh.
Yeah. But
also as well, they also showed, so they had obviously the description of it, and they put the cost there, and they had an English description. But they also showed the photograph of what it looked like as well, so you kind of had a good indication and you knew what you was getting. And actually what was shown on the photograph actually was delivered to you on your plate, which was perfect, because it's not like when you go to McDonald's and you see this like stonking piece of like burger meat and you think, oh, it's gonna be nice, and it comes out and there's like something sat on it. Like, this was really, really nice. So 100% recommend it. They did actually have other stuff on there that wasn't just steak. So they had like chickens and fish as well, and you had some proper Hungarian food. So
it was a goulash soup, wasn't it?
Yeah, there's definitely something for everyone.
Yeah, definitely.
But we're gonna wrap that up here for tonight. It is currently 11:46, so we've had a really long day. Our flight back tomorrow is at 11-ish.
11:45, I think it is. Yeah, so we need to be out of the Airbnb by about 9 o'clock. So probably about time to head to bed, catch some Z's, and then we need to get up in the morning, get packed, and start heading our way back to the UK.
But yeah, I'd always, you know, as much as we enjoy going away, it's always it's always good to do it with friends. It's good because, you know, sometimes your friends push you out of your own comfort zones or enable you to do things that you wouldn't normally do. And this is the second time we've gone away with Max and Hannah. We always have a good time, and it's nice to make memories with them. But that's us for tonight anyway.
Definitely for tonight. I'm tired. I need to sleep now. So,
and we'll catch you in the morning for our flight home. Hopefully it won't be as entertaining as our flight on the way out.
Absolutely. I need to go just get a nice, easy flight home. Anyway, take care of yourselves, guys, and we'll catch up again with you very soon.
Good night.
Bye.